just hold it? Or am I supposed to just wet my pants?
Hey guys, it's Angela, and in this video we have more crazy liberal behavior. Please make sure that you are subscribed to my channel.
They, them, energy. They, them, energy. They, them, energy. They, them, energy. They, them.
The ending, boom. I mean, they, them, energy. I cannot lie. That was a pretty good beat. This is pretty hilarious.
Energy. They, them, energy.
I like the fact that the they, them energy is like no energy at all. They, them energy. It's like kind of weird.
They, them, energy. They, them, energy.
Unfortunately, this is probably the best thing that I have seen come out of the LGBTQ community. It doesn't get any more crazier than a woman divorcing her husband because he booed Taylor Swift.
What?
I mean, at this point, it is so difficult to tell what is real and what is not. Because to base your entire life off of a celebrity that you don't know, you never met, you probably never will, it's crazy.
I'm divorcing my husband because he booed Taylor Swift at the Super Bowl, and I still don't think he believes me, to be honest, but he might want to start, because I just filed my paperwork at the courthouse, and you can see right here, the date of separation is this year's Super Bowl. I'm not just doing this because of the action of booing, I am doing this because of everything that it represents in our relationship. I have loved Taylor Allison Swift since I was 12 years old.
No, she did not just call her by her full name as if she is her mom.
My husband even likes her too. Like, he'll put on her music when we're cooking together. He has a favorite song, it's Girl at Home. But we were at the Super Bowl, it was me, him, and 5 of his buddies. And when they put Taylor up on the
Yes, I went on the boys' trip. Sorry, but I don't believe you should be excluded from once-in-a-lifetime experiences on the basis of gender. So she was also a tag-along. The guy, her husband, was with all of his buddies who were probably booing too. And somehow, this is the final straw in their relationship?
Jumbotron, all of his buddies started booing.
Yep,
And my
there it
husband
is.
joined in. And that just tells me everything I need to know about that man, because he didn't care that that would hurt my feelings.
You weren't even supposed to be on the trip.
He just wanted to fit in with his boys. He didn't even care that that's not even how he actually feels. He just like wanted to look cool, I guess. And that's not a man. That's a boy. And when you see that, you can't really unsee it. So I'm divorcing him. Thankfully, I have a prenup. I'll be retaining all my
What?
assets as well as the assets that I inherited.
I mean, when you are at a sporting event and the whole crowd starts cheering or they start booing, it is a little bit of your job to partake in the enjoyment, the excitement of the crowd, whatever emotion it is. You're supposed to like join in, you know? That's how you have fun. That's how you celebrate at a sporting event. So if people are booing and you boo, I don't know if that is necessarily grounds for divorce.
With peace and love, he probably will not be returning to the Super Bowl anytime soon. So that's one less booer for you, Taylor. I love you.
Okay, no, this has to be fake. I'm calling it. You're psycho for making a fake video like this, but regardless, you're psycho. Whether you're divorcing him because he booed Taylor Swift, that makes you crazy. But if you posted a fake video about it, I'm sorry, that also makes you crazy, okay? Still. Those Swifties, they're out of control. Okay, so here we have a woman who thinks that the US Army just couldn't take Mexico's cartel.
Around and find out, Trump. Oh, we might be saved
She
by like
swears.
the most unexpected group of people.
Yeah,
You know
totally.
who Trump's trying to declare war on?
The cartel?
Oh, so scary. You know, honestly, it is such a good thing that he has declared war on them because they have been bringing so many drugs into our country. And the fact that the places like Peru, Colombia, Mexico, they produce these drugs, yet people of their countries don't consume them like Americans do. And that is really sad. And I'm happy that we have a president who cares enough to put an end to that. And for this girl girl to believe that the cartel is just so almighty and powerful is just absolutely ridiculous. It's like she is fangirling them. Like, she is so excited about like Pablo Escobar and like El Chapo and stuff, and like she buys into this fantasy of them, not realizing that, yeah, they run Mexico, but who do you think is more powerful, Mexico or the United States? I mean, let's get real here. Come on, so crazy. And here we have a bunch of people who are so upset about Doge, Elon Musk, and so like the first girl that we watched, they also came up with a little song.
One more time. Doge is to blame for this mess that they cannot contain. On the cover of night, they tried to take all our rights, but we won't back down without a fight.
2 hours later.
In a row, no retirement rolls, and our country has not gone berserk. Doge is to blame for this mess that they cannot contain. Under cover of night, they tried to take all our rights, but we won't back down without a fight.
What? I mean, they're like, we love our government's horrendous work and all of the horrible spending that they have been doing, and then also saying that they have been taking away all of their rights. I mean, that has to be the question of the decade. It's like, what rights? Please elaborate what rights. Instead, they just come up with weird songs, weird poems.
National Cancer Institute funded study was terminated. I never received a written letter, but I was told to stop work immediately and that no more research expenditures would be allowed. My study to explore how to safely collect sexual orientation and gender identity in cancer care practices was in response.
Whoa, wait, what did she just say? Every time we hear what these federal workers were doing for a living, it's just like, wait, what? That doesn't even make any sense. What did she say? She said she was working to safely collect sexual orientation and gender identity. What? What? Of course you didn't receive a letter. I mean, that job isn't worth the 25-cent stamp.
Response to the American Society of Clinical Oncology, the American Medical Association, the U.S. Preventative Services Task Force, and many other national professional standard-setting bodies that recognize that we need better data.
Come on. If you're so skilled at what you do, how is it that you are giving a speech in front of a crowd and you don't even look at them? You can't even talk to them. You care so much about whatever it is that you do that you can't even look into the people's eyes, into the camera's eyes, and tell them what you do. You're so passionate about this stupid, pathetic job that you don't even have like a little bit of grit to just like speak freely and tell the injustices to the world. Instead, you have to read it off of your small phone like Cardi B. I don't believe it. Like, how are we supposed to feel bad for you? At least this person is having a conversation without holding a phone.
I can't pee in 4% of America right now. So
You can't pee in 4% of America.
in 4% of America,
How? Hold on, bro. How?
It's just so crazy that this is what exists in some people's heads. Like, these are the types of conversations that they have with themselves. They say things like, oh, I can't do this, or my rights are being taken away, or this is so bad, or all of these injustices are happening to me. It has to be so difficult to be these people, to like have their ways of thinking. I mean, it just sounds really limiting to have to worry about something like this. I mean, it's just such elementary stuff. I mean, we have bigger problems, bigger things to do in life than to worry about the gender of bathrooms that we're going to be using. I mean, like, just go to your right bathroom and then go out in life and do stuff. But don't make going to the bathroom like your whole life's focus. It's like, what?
I can't pee in 4% of America right now. So
You can't pee in 4% of America.
in 4% of America, it is illegal for me to use the men's restroom in government buildings.
So, because of the biology bill that they just passed.
Yes, because I am biologically female, I cannot use the men's restroom in Florida or Utah.
What would you say to people who would say, well, just use the family restroom or a gender-neutral restroom if it's available? Like, what would your thoughts on that be?
What am I supposed to do if there isn't a gender-neutral restroom available? Am I supposed to just hold it? Or am I supposed to just wet my pants?
And again, as like I see this person with their hat and their glasses, you live in America, you can dress how you want. And when you have this freedom, it's up to you what you do with it. I mean, we should do good things with it. It's like we have all the options for food in the world that you could possibly imagine. Like, we're so fortunate to live in a country with so many brands and so much readily accessible food. Now, you have the option to just eat complete junk food, or you have the option to eat healthily, and that's going to help you be more energetic, and you're going to feel good, you're going to look good. And that's a choice, but don't choose like the junk food and then complain about it. It's like, you are in charge of your life. Don't try to blame everybody else. But ever since Trump got elected, the whole LGBTQ thing has just been a big topic. And it's always the whole thing of, it's like they can't control it. It's just like something that is supposed to be innate in them. It's just, if that was true, then why is it that they don't exist in such a great majority like they do in the US in other countries? And that's the reason why they were trying to give so much government spending to the rest of the world, to try to push these agendas on them. If they didn't exist, then why were they funding billions, hundreds of millions of dollars abroad to try to make them exist? You know what I'm saying?
Hi, this is Senator John Fetterman. I'm standing in front of my office and two flags that are two core values of mine. I am an unapologetically pro-military, also very pro for the LGBTQ communities. And I would like to remind everyone that it was a time when it was very controversial to desegregate our military. And there was a time it was incredibly controversial to have women serve in a combat roles. And it was also very controversial regarding on who loves. That's why.
I mean, can women do as well as men can in a combat role? I mean, honestly, I don't know if it's something that many women would even want to do when it is quite literally one of the most traumatic jobs that you can have. At the end of the day, all that matters is who is best for the job. And if women aren't as good for the job, then they shouldn't be doing it. Here we have a Ukrainian soldier taking off his American flags from his helmet.
Ну що, пацани, дождались ми підтримки. Дождались.
So the person who reshared this said, oh, well, I saw another person reshare it that said, okay, great, now can we have like our $130 billion back? The more that our government is sharing with us about just this horrific spending, like giving Social Security to people who are 300 years old, all of these diversity projects abroad, things that don't even exist in the most random countries, it seems like more and more people are beginning to understand the Republicans' point of view. But it's just kind of weird that some people are just so ingrained in like identity politics that they'll prefer it over anything, no matter what. They don't care if $100 billion is being sent abroad or just being flushed down the toilet, $4.7 trillion just gone. They don't care because like their identity stuff is like everything to them. And that makes sense because our identities are everything to us, but they shouldn't be given to us by somebody else. It's like we create who we are. Like we become what we want to be, It's not like they're like, okay, here's a list of like genders and stuff. Now choose your favorite. It's like, no.
You want to see what it's like to deal with discrimination and hate? Be a conservative at a liberal event. You. That's crazy. You can look for the.
I mean, they're just so unbothered, and liberals just always seem unhinged.
This on X, Elon Musk platform.
I quit X when that prick bought it because it's like a
Nazi platform.
now.
It's a Nazi platform?
Yeah, it certainly is. You should check it out.
Let go of the mic.
Imagine if it was like the other way around, and that like a Trump rally had a person with like some LGBTQ flag. People would probably just like look at them and be like, oh, like, it's an interesting choice of outfit, but they wouldn't like attack them or like yell at them and stuff. And that's like, it's just weird. Again, like many Republicans say this, that it's so bizarre that liberals say that they are the party of love and acceptance, yet they don't want anything to do with Christians or people who disagree with them. Like that's where they just draw the line. And they want things like this to happen. So here in California, this guy, Henry Hanlon, is pretending to be a female, and he is going to be playing in a high school's basketball game with a bunch of girls. And like he's just like scoring points on them left and right. I just don't know how the parents are watching this, and they're just like watching this guy just beating all of these girls again and again, point after point. I mean, you know, enough is enough. Enough is enough. Here we have a person saying that we fear our democracy. We pledge of allegiance to our flag. And then another picture saying deport Elon Musk. And then it says stop hurting immigrants. Yet he's saying to deport Elon Musk, the smartest person in the world. So grateful. Again, I mean, could you imagine if he went to like England or something? That would have been bad. But yet you have people like this outside.
Public execution of Donald Trump and Elon Musk.
Yes, please. She just said that she supports taking out Elon Musk. So horrendous. This little kid needs his dad. Watch what he had to say.
What should I do?
Save America.
And?
Help Trump.
He said, save America and help Trump. And what is so exciting is that their mission is so much stronger and united than the chaos happening in the liberal world. And that's why it's so important to have a very clear definition of what it is that we are going to do. And they have made this very complex stuff so simple. They say just competence, caring, save America, help Trump. Very simple statements like this that we can repeat in our heads and focus on. And I mean, it just makes life so much easier than having all of this drama, because it's no fun and it's ultimately unproductive. That's the reason why people are getting fired. That's the reason why they're not qualified for their jobs. And that's the reason why countries aren't receiving funding from the US anymore. I mean, keep it simple, keep it smart, and that is how America is going to be great. And we can implement the same things in our own lives. Please make sure that you guys are subscribed. Thank you. You guys are amazing, the best people. Have a great day. Bye.